Episode 2 of Daily Coach TV is going to be live on July 8th, that's a Wednesday, at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 a.m. Pacific. If you aren't familiar with Daily Coach TV, it's a brand new live stream show, 45 minutes long, and it's co-hosted by WNBA champion and Women's Basketball Hall of Famer Lynn Dunn and Maryland Men's Basketball's Director of Process, Coach Josh Chambers. Our first episode featured 3 special guest coaches, Carol Hutchins from Michigan Softball, Mark Tressman from the Chicago Bears, and Jay Martin from Ohio Wesleyan Soccer. And together, the group of 5 coaches talked about core values. You can join the show live by registering at the link in the description. If you can't join us live, register anyway and we'll send you the replay that you can watch through the weekend. For those of you that can make it live, don't forget to bring your questions. We'll see you on July 8th. Welcome to the Daily Coach's Sports Leadership Lessons, a reading of some of our greatest hits from more than 6 years of email newsletters that have been read by tens of thousands of leaders and learners. If you want our latest newsletter delivered to your inbox every day, you can subscribe for free at thedaily.coach/subscribe or follow the link in the description. Believe in your wings, not the branch. It was early morning, the kind of quiet that feels sacred before the noise and bustle of the day begins. Coach Alina stood on the practice field, watching her team stretch under the soft sunrise. A week earlier, they'd lost in a penalty shootout during a highly anticipated game against their crosstown rival, a match that they were expected to win. The loss wasn't just a bruise to their undefeated record. It rattled their confidence. It tested their grit and their character. And the question became, how would they respond? Her assistant coach broke the silence that morning. Do you think they'll bounce back? Coach E smiled gently. They will, once they remember they were never standing on the branch. He looked puzzled, so she continued. A bird can rest peacefully on a branch, not because of its trust in the branch, but because of its trust in its ability to fly. She added, when you trust your own wings, your preparation, your resilience, your mastery, you stop fearing the branch might break. I believe our team has that spirit within them, and now we get to see what we're made of and what we're made for. For weeks, her players had relied on the comfort of what they knew, their winning streak, their rankings, their routine. But the loss had shaken that foundation, and their branch had cracked. So Coach Alina spent the next few practices rebuilding not their playbook, but their belief in the process, in preparation, in what they could control. The reframing of that loss became a teaching moment. Your work is your wing. Every rep, every late night study session, every uncomfortable growth moment is the muscle that helps you soar. Your setbacks are your win. The same gust that threatens to knock you down can lift you higher if you adjust your wings. By the time the next game arrived, the goals they had set before the season were still ahead of them, but the team was different. Not because of talent, but because of a greater trust in themselves and one another. They came out flying, loose and connected, having fun and dominating at every level of the game. In leadership, sports, and business, branches will always break. The deal will fall through, the recruit will decommit, the opportunity we had our hopes on will vanish overnight. But those who continue forward are the ones who know this truth, that the branch was never their foundation, their wings were. And the only thing that keeps us from falling is our belief in our wings, our preparation, our purpose, and our ability to fly again. Every time you've faced uncertainty and obstacles and still found a way, that's proof of your wings. So as you step into this day, ask yourself, am I trusting the branch or my wings? Thanks for joining this episode of The Daily Coach. On behalf of Michael Lombardi, Coach George Raveling, and the entire Daily Coach team, we're grateful for your support. Remember, the most important person you will ever lead is yourself. Keep growing, keep learning, and most importantly, keep showing up.